Welcome to
Intelligent Care Conversations.
Thank you to everyone for the support. Thank you for tuning in. We had so many views. Did you know we would get that many views?
No, I didn't. And we're still getting views. I'm pleasantly surprised at how quickly people started latching onto this. But I think people like what we talk about. I think this is cutting edge stuff.
Amazing. I did not imagine that. I woke up one day and looked at our reviews and I thought, is this a mistake? I'm not that popular.
You are extremely popular. We all know that. You know, there you go again, fishing for compliments. This is what she does, everybody. Okay.
Before we get into today's episode on AI search and how to stop wasting money on Google Ads, I want to highlight somebody I had the privilege of working alongside, my friend and a co-author, Adrian Loeffler. Adrian is a CEO of my social practice, and together we wrote Forget SEO, Mastering GEO, AIO, and a voice search in the age of AI. Basically, we break it down how to rank in an AI search, how to rank in ChatGPT, Cloudy, Gemini, and how to stop wasting money on Google Ads. We break down why traditional SEO and pay-per-click campaigns are not delivering results that they used to, and why AI-driven search, voice assistants, and generative search results as a new front door for the patients finding the dentist. We break it down in a Forget SEO ebook, but what I will tell you for sure is that here's the reality. Google AI Overview now push ads and organic listings down the page. And if your practice is not showing up and was AI-generated results, you're invisible, no matter how much you're spending on Google Ads. Adrian's expertise is helping practices break free from that dependency, showing up in AI search results, and connect with patients before they ever consider you competitors. If you want to stop throwing money on ads and really become visible in an AI search, here's what I say. Schedule an appointment with Adrian's social practice and let them help you. Let them help you on how they can help your dental practice to be found in an AI search and how to get prospective patients without spending on Google Ads and without doing things that used to work. But now there is a new way of adjusting to AI search. And Adrian and his company absolutely experts in doing it. So if you wonder about AI search and how can you adjust to that, connect with him. And his team will be able to help you. I personally stand by this recommendation because I wrote a book with him and I know how smart, knowledgeable, and experienced he is in this topic. Now let's get back to the episode. But let's talk about it. So today we bring some episodes to you where we answer commonly asked questions that we have received about AI. So today's episode is actually going to be about AI for marketing and specifically why you should not be spending money on Google Ads.
So I've been having this type of conversation with marketers more and more often about AI. And specifically about Google. Is the consensus that Google Ads is a dying breed? You know, do we not need to spend money on Google Ads anymore?
Stop spending money on Google Ads. It's expensive. It doesn't bring you results. And it's not what you should be focusing on right now.
What should we be focusing on?
AI-driven search.
So for the people watching this, like, first of all, most people are not experts on marketing, okay? Most dentists are not experts on marketing. So I think a lot of dentists are just getting used to the whole Google ad thing, okay? So what do you mean by AI-driven search, and how does that differentiate from, you know, the traditional Google search that many people may be familiar with?
Let's break it down. So in a traditional search, the way patients would find us, they would go to Google and say, I need a dentist near me, or I need a best dentist to do teeth whitening for me,
Right.
or I need an emergency dentist near me. That's how patients would find us, and that's how patients would really look for dentists.
Right.
And so your Google ads would be using those keywords so patients would be able to find you.
So everyone's probably by now heard of the whole purpose of, keyword searches. People use keyword searches internally with databases that they have. So that is what SEO is really built around, keywords. Now, what I'm understanding is that because AI is more driven by the consumer than regular Google searches, we're going from words to phrases, and we're going from words to conversation. So let's talk a little bit about that.
So before you do that, I would like to say what SEO stands for, because again, SEO stands for search engine optimization. Basically, if you're a dentist or any type of business, you want to be on the first page of Google. If you're not on the first page of Google organically, naturally, that's where you pay for Google ads. Right now, everything is changing. So if you are paying for Google ads, why is it a waste of money? Why do you think it's a waste of money? Because people still using Google.
Absolutely.
But the Google ads are a waste of money. And here's why. That will blow you away. Because most people, 65% of people, are not using Google anymore to look for the dentist. They go to ChatGPT.
I love stats. Number one, you had me at 65%. So
I know.
that's extreme. I mean, that's a fast
huge
turnaround.
Fast. This has just changed from our last episode. It's changing every single day. Oh, I have to tell you a story.
Okay.
I was in a yoga class another day, and I heard the instructor coming to a girl next to me and asking, "This is your first time. How did you find about our yoga studio?" She replied, ChatGPT.
Wow.
This is how people search things. I don't use Google. I only ask ChatGPT on how to find a business. But guess what? So that's why your Google ads are not working, because people bypassing Google and going straight to ChatGPT or Perplexity, or Cloudy, or Gemini.
Well, I have a quick question about that. So, yes, consumers are typing things into ChatGPT more than they are typing things into Google search bar. Where is ChatGPT getting its data from?
You got it. I was so hoping you would ask me that question. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. So this comes back to why it's so important to still actually show up on a Google page number one, but not using a Google ads because it's not working, but organically. So we're going back to search engine optimization and optimizing your content so you do show up on a first page of Google. So we're still doing a traditional search engine optimization, and now it's more important than ever to show up in an AI search, which means to show up on a ChatGPT, Perplexity, Cloudy, and Gemini.
Right.
So let's talk about it. How do you do that? How do you do search engine optimization for the AI-driven search?
Well, the one thing I understand, as we just talked about, is obviously you're not just putting in making sure keywords are there, you're making sure key phrases are there. Phrases that your consumer or your potential patients, in the case of dentistry, may be putting in, right?
You absolutely nailed it.
So let me ask you this. So let's take a typical dentist. Let's say you are a general dentist who wants to start doing some aligner cases. Okay, what do you need to have as phrases to be AI searchable? So
number one, let's decide on 5 commonly asked questions that patients would search and even ask on a ChatGPT for a dentist that provides Invisalign. So what do you think? Let's come up with 3 questions.
Easy. How long will I need to use aligners?
You got it.
Will these aligners work better than traditional braces?
You got it.
How much will these aligners cost me?
You got it. Now you write a blog using those commonly asked questions. Use ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT. It's very important. So now you add those 3 questions and say, create a blog for me.
Right.
Using those questions and answers. Now you post this type of content to your website. Now you creating an AI optimized content that will do really well in an AI-driven search.
So obviously the blogs, I'm assuming you're also talking about, just certain content on the different pages of your website, explaining your services, but explaining it in that language, right?
You got it.
So, and, it takes practice, but it's not difficult. What's really funny about this? And you're an expert on marketing, and I've worked, in the marketing space for years now. One of the things that, intelligent marketers have always encouraged people to do, even before AI, was to speak conversationally. It's just so much more important now.
You got it. It is. And let's add omni-channel presence. And then I will tell you what I did last week, and it will blow your mind away. It will blow your mind away as we talk about omni-channel presence. So in an AI-driven search, and when we optimizing our content for AI search, we also have to remember omni-channel presence, which is a scary word, but all it means that you want to have your content not just on your website. You want to have it on your social platforms, on Google My Business, and even on Instagram.
So, once again, we've been encouraging dentists for years to be present on social media.
You got it.
The dentists that are going to really take advantage of this new AI world we live in are the ones that have been paying attention to things for a long period of time. It's just that much more important. So, but I didn't mean to cut you off. That omni-channel presence, are we trying to put the exact same phrase everywhere?
You got it. You got it. So now let's go back to those 3 questions. Now you had one question about cost.
How long will I have to use these aligners?
Exactly. How long I have to use an aligners, or is it better than traditional braces? And then final question you had was about the cost of Invisalign.
Right.
So now you will create a content, you will create a short story or reel that is no longer than 90 seconds answering each one of his questions.
I love it.
And then you add it to your YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and don't forget Google My Business page. That's very important. That's it. If you have your content optimized in a conversational way on your website,
right,
and then you have it on your social platforms and Google My Business and YouTube, you're AI search optimized. Now you will do marketing that will actually pay back by your content showing up on a first page of Google, and it will start showing up in a AI search.
So would you say if a person's doing all that, should they still not spend anything on Google Ads?
Google Ads still has a place because it does take time to build this content. It's actually, you do need somebody that understands how to do it. And if you need a quick return, you may need to spend money on a Google Ads. But again, I would argue there, I would probably go and spend money on a social media.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
You do geofencing, which means show your ads to people in your areas. That will actually give you better results than Google Ads. You will pay a lot less and you will get a fast results. I do have to share what I did last week.
Okay.
As an example, I had to write a content, and I have a pretty fierce competition with the AI companies.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I will use my strategy to write a content. So I did research to find what kind of questions dentists are asking. Then I wrote a content answering those questions. And then I created an omni-channel presence by sharing that content everywhere, which means I added it.
Which you're very good at.
Yeah, I just didn't. Well, it takes time and energy, but I added it to website. I added it to LinkedIn. I added it to Google My Business page and to socials. Yeah. Guess how fast I took the first page of Google? Just guess. Take a wild guess.
You did this last week?
I did it last week. I was actually doing it on a flight. And I had 4 hours to do it.
2 days.
Yes.
Really? I was right?
2 days. Yes.
That
So
was a guess.
the beautiful thing about AI search, if you do all the steps correctly, AI engines reward you for that really quickly.
Got it.
So that's really, so, and again, it's all will change. When we have this the same conversation 6 months from now, Google will adjust to,
Right.
Google will adjust because Google is losing a lot of money because they're losing a lot of money not having those Google ads. So very soon they will adjust so they can make money, and they will adjust. So when you go to Gemini, Google will actually put up links that are paid links to still make money. Does it make sense? So because Gemini is a AI search, and Google will find a way to make money that they're losing right now because Google ads are losing its popularity.
Well, and there's also, a lot of these things, and anything in technology is speed of adaptation. So, if you are listening to this and, wondering what to do, number one, listen to every single thing Kathryn just said. But the quicker you do this, the quicker you get ahead of the curve. Because like you said, 6 months from now, the game is going to change a little bit.
Yes.
I think the advice that you're giving is still going to matter indefinitely.
100.
Because I think everything about technology when it comes to marketing is designed to be more and more consumer focused. So marketers and all the, the engines and the support around marketing is getting more customer centric. So anytime you hear us talking about things like, okay, speak like your patients are speaking, ask the questions that they're asking, think like they think, know what they're typing in, that's going to be universal advice that I think is not going to change at all.
Absolutely. So to close this episode, let's help to summarize what we talked about it. And I think Brandon is super genius and super smart because he really was able to understand this difficult concept and break it down. And really, he has a good understanding. And so I would love
I
for
hang
you to
around smart people like you. So.
He's brilliant. So how would you summarize it so people would understand what the AI search means and how to optimize for that?
AI search is making sure that you're searchable in the way the consumers are searching. Okay. AI is intelligent because it understands your customer. So you need to make sure that you understand your consumer or your patient as well as AI does. And really just talk like a person. We always, I talk about this all the time. Dentists need to make sure that they're speaking not dental language, but speaking patient language. Even in like when you treatment plan and to get better case acceptance, when you have that patient in front of you, you need to speak a certain language. So the more you practice that, the better it'll be for everything that you do in your business. So put phrases in. It's not about keywords. Make sure there's phrases on your website, phrases in your content, phrases in the blog that you may have, phrases in say those phrases when you create video. Every single thing you do, you basically are branding yourself with those phrases, right? That's what it's all about. Brand yourself with phrases.
Yes, and truly just know what patients are looking for and create that content around answering those questions.
I love it. Love it.
So really, and put it everywhere. Add it everywhere. Add it to omni-channel presence is a big word, but what it means that don't just put it on your website. Do utilize social media, utilize Google My Business page, utilize YouTube, and put that content, just share that content everywhere.
Good stuff. Good advice as always from Dr. Kathryn Alderman. And what are we going to talk about next time?
We're going to talk about it, 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay. And this is the end of our podcast series, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm just kidding. Great time, everybody. It's always good to talk about things in technology and AI and dentistry. This is Intelligent Care Conversations.
Stay tuned in. It's going to be an interesting podcast episode.
I don't know about that episode. Brandon Hill, Dr. Kathryn Alderman. We will see you all next time.